All right, one of President Trump's top economic advisors could fill a seat on the Federal Reserve. Stephen Miran is testifying at a Senate Banking Committee hearing. It's happening right now. We're showing you live pictures coming into the newsroom. If confirmed, he will join the central bank's 7-member governing board, filling Adriana Kugler's vacant seat after she resigned last month. CBS News Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady is here to break it down for us. What's up, Kelly?
Hey there.
All right, so what do we know about this guy and what kind of decisions might he make that would impact the Fed?
So right now he's running the Economic Council, so he is part of the president's administration. And it's not, by the way, out of the sort of historical realm for someone to go from that position to be a Federal Reserve governor. So this is a pretty common trajectory. What we do know is that the president wants interest rate cuts, and he is nominating someone to replace Kugler that would likely vote for that. And we already know that the last time that the Fed made a decision, there were 2 folks that voted for a rate cut. So the more people you can have that are going to vote for a rate cut, the president is going to likely like that outcome.
I'd be interested to know, you might not know the answer to this, is just me spitballing off the top of my head, who appointed those governors, and were they Democrats or were they Republicans? Because that might give you a little answer. In other words, I'm trying to understand, there might be some who agree with the president. We should cut rates. And it has nothing to do with politics, has nothing to do with whether a Democratic president appointed me or a Republican. I just feel that we need to cut rates. And it would be interesting if those individuals turned out to not be sort of part of the GOP.
And we're going to sort of get a lay of the land in a couple of weeks when we do see them vote. Because remember, we've had a lot of information on the inflation front and the job market that are competing. We're going to get another jobs report tomorrow. We are seeing a weaker job market. We are seeing inflation tick up. And that is exactly the tension that these Fed governors are going to be dealing with. What I will note from listening to the hearing so far is Miran has really emphasized the independence of the Fed, that they need to be able to just look at the data. To your point, yes, they've been appointed at different points by Democratic or Republican presidents, but their terms are quite long, you know? And so
and
that person,
they do that on purpose,
to give them the freedom to be able to look at the data and make those independent decisions. Now, of course, he's going to face a lot of question, I would expect, from Democrats that really pressure him on that. But thus far, he has been maintaining that independence, that commitment to the data. And there are a lot of people, you know, as you just suggest there, that do want that rate cut, that do say, hey, the data says we should get a rate cut.
Yeah. All right. Kelly O'Grady, good to see you. Welcome back.